So what if you could automatically generate an entire AI video, and this includes images, videos, voiceover, captions, everything for about $3. I tested a sponsored tool, I hit its limits, and I ended up building my own pipeline. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. So let's dive in. So last week I was contacted by Opus, the makers of Opus Clip, and their new tool, Agent Opus. And if you're anywhere in the video editing software space, then you know that Agent Opus Clip is a huge time saver. So what it does is that it automatically takes a YouTube video, chunks it up into 30-second to 2-minute videos, it cuts them up, adds a hook, and adds some captions, and it's all ready for you to post. So what usually takes me hours to edit a video, now it takes me a matter of minutes. And I'll leave my affiliate down below in the description if you guys want to try it out. So Agent Opus is their newest addition. It has a storyboard feature where you're able to submit an audio file as well as some pre-made templates that they have, or you can use your own. And then it generates the whole entire AI video for you. And sometimes those videos can be up to 3 minutes long. And they're also running a promo right now. So if you create a video using their storyboard feature and you post it on your Instagram or X, and you can get $50 just for posting that video, and you have a chance to win $10,000 if your video is very popular. So here's a few videos that I made using their software. I have a PhD in computer science. I applied to over 2,000 jobs, and it still took me 7 months to get hired. Here's everything I learned. The market is brutal right now. Entry-level jobs want 3 years of experience. AI is replacing junior roles. In mass applying, I got thousands of rejections. Thousands. Your degree means nothing without hard skills. Recruiters told me my resume was strong, but I still got ghosted. Know why? The tools I knew didn't match what companies wanted. Here's what actually worked. Number 1, referrals. Every single time, I got an interview through a referral. Number 2, apply to jobs with under 10 applicants. Number 3, leak code. Neat code on YouTube, do the patterns. Number 4, STAR method for behavioral interviews. Situation, task, action, result. Imposter syndrome is a lie. You're not bad at coding. Your skills just don't match what that recruiter wants. Keep building, keep applying, keep leveling up. I finally landed 2 jobs, both in AI. It's possible. Don't quit.
I was a 2.0 GPA kid who barely showed up to school. Today, I have a PhD in computer science. This is how it happened. I was born on the island of Kauai, small town called Puhi. Average poor household. Parents separated, living with my dad. I'd stay up till 2 a.m. playing video games. Started smoking at 13. School? I'd miss class and fall asleep constantly. But on exam day, I'd always ace it. My math teacher literally said out loud, "I don't know how RJ never does homework or class, but aces the exams." I cooked at a restaurant starting my freshman year. Wasn't the fastest, but I made the best looking plates. Servers would find me specifically because they knew if I made it, it was going to look good. The other thing that kept me sane? The gym. From 13 years old, 5-6 days a week, no matter what. Through high school, double shifts, 2 a.m. study sessions. While everything else was chaotic, the gym was my constant. In 2015, I moved to Oahu. Got rejected from the university, my GPA told a different story. Enrolled in community college. I was working full-time as a valet, sometimes 16-hour double shifts, while going to class in the mornings. One day, I asked my psychology professor, "What can I actually do with this degree?" She said, "Not much." That was enough. I switched to computer science. The moment I started paying for my own degree, everything changed. Straight A's, every assignment, extra credit. The only blemish, machine learning. B+. That one still bugs me. The first time I printed "Hello World" to the screen, I was hooked. My professor noticed my work, recruited me into his research lab, and offered me something I didn't know existed: a fully funded master's degree. Paid to do research. I left the valet job and got to work on a laptop doing what I loved. I went all the way to a PhD in computer science. Then came the 6 months I didn't expect. 2,000 plus applications, 20 plus interviews. No job. I felt defeated, questioned everything, felt like I was letting my family down. I never stopped. Eventually, a job came through referrals, then an AI engineering role at a startup. Those 6 months taught me one thing. I never want to be dependent on anyone else for my income. Now I'm building my own lane. YouTube, a web agency, entrepreneurship. Working 60 to 80 hours a week. Got a child. Still with my middle school sweetheart from Puhi. The grind isn't over. It's just getting started.
So the videos were actually pretty good in my opinion. There's a lot of potential to work on here. I think this is one of the first iterations, so it's only going to get better from here on out. There were a few limitations that I ran into. So first, everything is a voiceover. So my initial plan for the video that I wanted to create was actually I wanted to create like this multiverse where Naruto, Bleach, the big three anime were all fighting against each other. But unfortunately, there's no sound effects or voices from the actual characters in the scene, so I wasn't able to make that video. So that might be a future feature in the video, but it's just not there yet. And second, the character consistency between the characters within the video, it's pretty good, but it's not all there yet. My fiance had this very funny idea to recreate the music video for Bruno Mars, and the style was Shih Tzu Maltese dancing, and there was a pandas that are dancing in the back. I'll show up some clips here so you guys can take a look at it. Right here, let me go to my actual scene and I will show you guys some of the videos that it made. So here is, I guess it was supposed to be Bruno Mars. I can't get to it, but let me try. Okay, so this character is obviously not Bruno Mars. Go through the video and then here. That kind of looks like Bruno Mars. It looks more of a Filipino version of him. And this one I thought it was pretty good. You see how the lighting changed from one to the other? There. You see that it was very quick. So what I think that they're doing is a similar approach of how I created these videos in the past. Let me try to bring that up real quick.
When you speak to your baby in the womb, something remarkable happens.
Oh, hold on.
Around 22 to 24
so
weeks.
This is a video that I made way before Storyboard was created.
Travel along the auditory nerve
what
to your baby's
you are seeing here is an app that I made in the past. And what I'm doing is I'm generating initially image,
when you speak to
the starting image of this pregnant person who's looking on their phone and they're reading to their baby. And then I use an video generation model to generate the next 5 seconds of the frame. And then when those 5 seconds are up, I take the last frame of that video generation and I feed it back into the video generation model. So then it generates another 5 seconds, and at the 10-second mark, you kind of see it shift, and there's
your baby's brain.
The video is following, like it gets faster, it goes to the middle, and then it starts to slow down, and then it starts to go faster again. So what I was seeing in the storyboard, and some of them are there. You can see that there, that slight shift in the colors.
Where they begin to form the...
That's exactly what happened when you were looking at this video here. So knowing that, these people who are using Agent Opus, they're probably working with a lot of smart people, and it got me thinking about how I could build this whole thing myself. But maybe the reason why they created something like this was because it's an MVP. They don't need to spend a lot of resources in order to get this feature out there. So they're just using something that's probably the easiest for them to make. And this $50 marketing campaign for paying people $50 for a video and doing this competition is similar to what Alex Ramosi talks about in his Leads or Money Models book. So I believe they're trying to do this in order to collect a lot of feedback as well as grow on the popularity of the AI tool that they built. So what I ended up doing is I tried to create the whole pipeline myself, and I did this in one weekend. So Novita AI. I'll pop up like a logo here, as well as show you guys some of the website. They have a GPU hosting service, and they have access to models that they deploy or host on their websites or on their servers. I can bring up their website here. Okay, so this is Novita AI, and they have GPUs available on their servers, and then you can just call an API to use them. And they have model APIs, so they deploy these open source models on their servers, so you don't have to host it yourself. You can just use the API from them, and they have all the top open source models available on their website. GLM5, it's on their leaderboards for the LM Arena. GLM5 is a very smart text generation large language model, as well as Qwen 3. And I also did some testing on the side. These two models are actually very smart. I'm assuming DeepSeek is also a very smart model. I haven't tested it yet, but look forward to some of my experiments in the future, showing you guys how well these models are at producing text. But they have access to these video generation models. So one Vidu, and then Kling, and they have Seedance. I know Seedance just released their new 2.0 video generation model, but they don't have it just open yet. And they have these various image generation models from Seedream. And Novita AI, I've done a little bit of research on whether like the authenticity of this tool. I think it's pretty cheap according to all the other competitors out there, and they have been around for a while. I think they're very trustworthy. A lot of the AI software services out there right now, it's hard to traverse on which ones to use, but this is a pretty trustworthy one, and in my opinion, it seems like it's pretty cheap. If you guys have any recommendations, you can leave a link down below and let me know what is a better alternative. I'm assuming an even better alternative would probably be going to the source themselves. So Seedream probably has an API that you can use, as well as Kling and Wan. So you can probably go search them up on Google, but trying to integrate a lot of these tools together, it can be pretty hectic. Whereas Novita AI, you can access a lot of these models from a single API endpoint and just changing out the model name. Okay, so here's the pipeline that I created on trying to replicate this storyboard feature that Opus Agent came up with. I come up with some text. So the idea that I had was trying to take news articles that are available and automatically creating videos off of that. So I take a news article, I just copy the text, or I grab the link, and then I give it to a large language model like Claude, and then that generates me like all the scenes and the text that I need, the transcripts for what the voiceover is going to be about. And then I give it to ElevenLabs. So ElevenLabs will generate the audio, the voiceover for me. They have APIs available on Novita AI, but when I was testing some of them out, they sounded very robotic. And I know Kling, that's the video AI that I'm using, it's not really good at generating good sounding voices. So I use ElevenLabs. So I'll leave my link down below for ElevenLabs as well. If you guys want to use it, it's an affiliate link. So I do have a commission if you decide to subscribe to them. So what I do is I use ElevenLabs to generate the whole audio file. And that probably comes up to maybe 20 seconds, 25 seconds, whatever the length of the audio file is, and I'll segment it up to 5 seconds. And I'm also missing a step here, but I'll just do like another, let's see, another square here. There's another step in the pipeline which I forgot to include. Let's just make this green. There's another step that I missed here, which was taking that 5 seconds of audio and using a speech recognition API. So this was also available from Novita AI. And then I transcribe each of these 5-second audios. I use Kling to generate the video. And then this process here, I generate them sequentially. So this is the video, and before I send them to FFmpeg, which was a library used for dealing with videos using code, I actually generate the videos like this, where I take an image, a starting image, the first frame of the video. I'll use Seedance to generate the first image, and then I give that image to Kling AI, and I say take in this audio stream as well as the first starting image, generate the video scene according to the text that I'm giving you. That's also coming from the news article. So whatever Claude generates for the scenes, I also supply it to this video language model, and then it generates the 5 seconds for me. And then I take the last frame of this video that I just generated, I give it to the same model as well as the audio transcription from the previous step, and then I generate the next 5 seconds. So this, up to this point here, I have 10 seconds of video that I can use, and I have used the 10 seconds of audio. So if I were to string these or concatenate these two videos together, it would just create a 10-second video. But if I do it for n number of steps, then I can generate practically, in theory, like a whole 5-minute video. Granted, if I have enough credits in order for me to use the APIs. And then I use FFmpeg, which again is a software that you can use to edit videos using code, and then that generates a video. So let's try and look at some of the videos that I've been able to generate.
New York City is under a travel ban tonight. Mayor Mani and Governor Hochul have declared a state of emergency as a nor'easter bears down on the region. Up to 2 feet of snow, winds gusting to 55 miles per hour, near whiteout conditions. Highways, bridges closed. New Yorkers are urged to stay home. The worst hits between 10 p.m. Sunday and 10 a.m. Monday.
Okay, so that's what I was able to create with Novita AI with this entire pipeline. You can just ask if you guys want. You can go to Anti-Gravity or use Claude Code or something like that, the AI IDEs, and you can explain this whole pipeline and probably do this in a single prompt. But that is the results that you are able to get using this kind of approach. And then the videos that it generates, you can obviously make them a lot better. But the way that I think that you could improve this is probably breaking down these steps so the user can be more controlled with how the video is going to end up. So maybe there's parts in here where you can have the AI take this starting image and you can generate like 4 different videos for the user in parallel. So the user can then look at each of those videos, figure out which one they want, and then choose one. Maybe there's something in the background that is keeping track of what selections the user is making, so it learns to be better over time. But that would be like, that's obviously difficult to do. So the point of all of this wasn't actually to build like a business idea. I did this to really test what is possible with the AI functionalities that are available. Seeing that the quality of the video that they were able to make, I knew that I could do it on my own. But the hard thing that also comes with this, if you are thinking about releasing this to a lot of users, is the actual scale of it. So in order for you to build a business out of this, you can go back to one of my roadmap series for doing front-end design. I talk a little bit about the scale of how you are able to build these web applications that fit a lot of people. Maybe down the line in the future, maybe I'll make some videos about how you can leverage the existing cloud infrastructure in order for you guys to make these web applications that can serve a wide range of people. But yeah, and also the video that I generated, it costed me around $3 to $4 to make for a 20 to 25 second video. So also keep that in mind. The Novita AI software charges me a lot when I'm using the video generation step. So if you can find like a cheaper model to generate the videos, then it'll probably be cheaper for you to create some of those. But I don't see this as automating the entire pipeline of creating YouTube videos. I definitely think that you could probably use this to create automatic B-rolls for your videos. You probably need some reference images or stock photos to steer the AI towards a certain type of style that you want to create. I'll leave my affiliate link for ElevenLabs as well as Novita AI and Opus down below in the description. If you guys want to use it, it also helps out this channel. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you learned something, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.